Okay, so I'm just doing things a little bit differently this week. I'm going to show you Dave, who came in at the weekend. Dave is in his early 40s. He used to play a bit of rugby. His handicap, I think, is around 12 or 13, and his goal is to get back down to single figures. He used to play off 6, I think. So, yeah, the goal is to get him back down, but there was a little bit of technical work that had to be done first. And if we have a look at the swing here, there's lots of good things. He creates a lot of speed. He's very powerful. Strikes the ball okay. There was a bit of an issue with the strike location, and I'm going to show you why. So he gets to the top. The club starts to come down very steep. So you can see at this point, if I just draw a line through the shaft, it's pretty steep, but it's also kind of very out in front of him. So his hands, you can see if I just draw a straight line down from his hands are very outside his toe line here. So you can hit balls from there, but it's going to be a little bit swipey across the golf ball. So as the club comes down here, it starts to work a little bit outside the hands early. And then actually, if you look down at the golf ball here, the club is now outside the line of the ball to target. So typically when that happens, you're going to get the odd heel strike, which he does. This one wasn't too bad, but you can see that club just moving across the ball. So if he does strike it, it tends to be more of a slice or a pull. Now, the goal with him is not to completely change the swing, but to start to think about the shape of the golf swing. And a good way to do it, we found, was to think about the sports that he's played. So we talked about rugby, and I asked him to pretend this big impact bag here was a rugby ball, and he was just going to turn his chest and pass it on the way through. And that's what he felt while he was doing this. Now you can already see what that's doing to the swing. It's not perfect, but you can see how it's shallowing things out. So just by getting someone to think about maybe the sport that they've played to a slightly higher level and transfer that into the golf swing, you'll see the difference that it makes. The next thing I'm going to do is just show you how we then transferred that drill into using a golf club. Okay. So hopefully you can see the differences here. I asked him just to do a few slow ones, not full swings yet, but have that same feel as what he was doing with his drill there. So if we stop the swing at the same point, let's get to about there, left arm parallel on the way down. You can see now that shaft coming, or the shaft of the club coming in just under his shoulder. If we draw a line through his hands, they're more kind of on the toe line. And that club is just going to come from the inside now. So he then strikes through the ball rather than kind of glancing across it. And the movement's just a huge improvement. So just by giving him one concept that was related to a sport that he's played quite a bit, kept it very simple, we managed to change the club path through the ball. As a result, the strike moved away from the heel and he just started to hit it way, way better. So he's gone from kind of hitting, you can probably just see on the screen there, he's gone from hitting kind of slicey shots across the ball. It's got worse as the club's got longer, poor striking, to much better striking and much straighter shots. So just shows you there how simple it can be just to change your technique within an hour. Now he's obviously got to go and work on this, but he's got some really good concepts as to what the golf swing should look like. So gives you an idea if you are looking to just make a few tweaks to your technique, keeping in all the good things, then we can absolutely start to do it by training with the Trackman and training indoors with this great feedback.